class?
Good morning.
How are you? I'm fine. Okay, you remember last time that we spoke about the geometry of straight line and transformation geometry and other things again?
Yes.
So now, today, what we're going to do, we're going to focus on an algebraic expression. So therefore, the algebraic expression is very easy. As a classwork, let's write it as a classwork. Just to indicate that we want to deal with an algebraic expression. So the date is to indicate 09/2021, and it's an algebraic equation. This is equation because what we're going to do today is the combination of the algebraic expression and algebraic equation. So now we must be able to differentiate what is an expression and the equation. So what is an algebraic expression and algebraic equation? So anyone to remember the algebraic equation? Yes, Princess.
Algebraic expression does not have a equal sign.
Expression does not have equal sign, right?
Yes.
While the equation has an equal sign. So therefore that means on an equation it equates the two expressions on the right side, on the left side. So therefore that means, for example, if we have on an expression if we have 4x or 2x plus 4, these two, because they don't have equal sign, we refer to them as an expression. But on an equation, we can have them like this. We can have 2x squared and 4 equals to 0. So the 2x squared and 4 equals to 0, they are two expressions. Then they equate to 0. So therefore these two, this we refer to it all is an equation. So therefore I want to give you a classwork. On the classwork, I want you to differentiate between equation and expression. So let's just look at this one. So on the classwork, I want to give you 4 of them. On the 4 of them, I want you to group the expression and the equation. So number 1, I want you to group it. So group the expression together and equation together. So number, okay, we have this 3x and 15 x subtract 1 equals to 9, 3p subtract 9 equals to p, 4y, and a and subtract d, n equals to 3. So you must group them like this. So this side we're going to write algebraic expression. Algebraic properly, expression. And this side is going to be algebraic equation. So we're going to use this table just to show the two of them. So you just group them. So because they are okay, let's just write 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, can you use that to group that the algebraic expression and algebraic equation. The Peter. That's too bad, George. Yeah. You are done? Okay, what is the first expression that we have here?
15.
Or 3x plus 15, eh? And the equation?
X minus 1 equals 9.
And another one?
4.
4, eh? This side?
3b
Minus 9 equals to b.
Was to queen, eh?
Yes.
Well, what else this side?
8 minus b.
Subtracting, eh?
Yes.
And this side we have
M equals to 3.
m equals to
3.
3. Different ways, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so now we can be able to see clearly how they differ. The expression does not have equal sign, while the algebraic equation have an equal sign. So now I want us to move to weight equation, where you can be able to express weight equation using the algebraic expression. Let's write another classwork here, where we can be able to differentiate the two. So as another classwork, we're going to have the weight equation. So we need to translate that into the expression or the equation. So the date is still the same, which is 28/09/2021. So the topic is still about the algebraic equation. So it says that translate each of the following situation to mathematical. So the unknown, we use the letter x. So we just translate. We know that we have the weight equation. That must be in a mathematical equation. For example, number A. Number A says write an expression to show the cost of 4 bicycles. This is the weight equation. It's not a mathematical equation. So the question says, write an expression to show the cost of 4 bicycles if each bicycle costs X rand. So we don't know the cost of the bicycle, or a single bicycle is how much. But on the equation we have been told that one bicycle is cost X rand. And now, because we don't know the actual price is going to be X. And how many bicycles do we have? 4. So therefore, it's going to be 4 bicycles multiplied by x. So this is an expression where 4 represents the number of bicycles and x represents the amount of the bicycle. So I want you to do number B on your own and to give the equation. So number B, it says that if we multiply a number by 2 and then add 5. The answer is 43. I want you to start to attempt this one on your own and see whether can you write it. If we multiply a number by 2 and then add 5, the answer is 43. What would be the answer here? If we multiply a number by 2 and then add 5, the answer is 43. What would be the answer? The equation? Okay?
2 times 5 equals to 40.
Okay, 2x
Plus 5.
add 5, né?
Yes.
What else?
It equals 43.
Equals to
43.
43. Because the answer, it represents the equal sign. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to move from this side to this side, but I'll let me just put it here. I hope that is going to fit, né? Because it's not a long sentence. Number C, if we divide a number by 5 and then add 8. It's 8. So I want you to try this one on your own. What would be the answer here? You can raise your hand and you indicate the answer if you know. If you divide a number by 5 and then add 8. And what is the number? We said the number is what?
X.
X. So what do you think is going to be the correct answer here? Yes, fresh.
Done.
Done, ne? Yes, done. No, what will be the answer?
X
X
over 5.
or X divided by 5, ne?
Yes.
Then
And 8
add 8
is equals to 8.
equals to 8. Yeah, that's very correct, ne?
8.
All of us, we got that, ne?
Yes.
So I want to give you this one as a homework then so that you can be able to practice at home. But we will write it at the end, when we are done with the lesson. So I have a homework for you to give you at the end. So I want us to move to something else now. I want us to move us to something else where it says that number 1, we're going to say write the following example. No. So it says and if it's false, you justify your answer. So number A, we have x subtract 7 equals to 0 if x equals to 7. Is this true or false? Remember, the equal sign, it means that both sides are equal. If we substitute x by 7, will we get 0?
Yes.
Then we say it's true. So that means this x is represented by 7. That means when we see 7, when we see x, we're going to put what? 7. So therefore, when we put 7 here, it's going to be 7 subtract 7 equals to 0. So I want you to do another one, number B. Can you see number B? We have x to the power 3 equals to 8. And if x equals to negative 2, is this true or false? And if it's false, you justify your answer. X to the power 3 equals to 8 if x equals to negative 2. Then here we say it's true, eh?
Yes.
Why we say it's false, Interview?
Because negative 2 to the power 3 is negative 8.
Yes. And here we have positive 8, né?
Yes.
So therefore we conclude to say false because negative 2 to the power 3 equals to negative 8. So therefore that's the reason why we say it's false, because negative 2 to the power 3 equals to negative 8, and here we have positive 8. So number C. So number C we have 3x equals to 1. If x equals to 1, is this true or false?
False.
False or true?
False.
Or true false? False, né? Why? When we say it's false,
Because 3 multiplied by 1 is equals to 3.
3 multiplied by 1 equals to 3. And here we say that is equals to 1. And that is false, né? So therefore we say false. Then when we substitute x is 1, né? And we get 3. So therefore we indicate that is false. And number D is 6x and 5 equals to 65. If x equals to 10, is this true or false?
True.
True, né?
Yes.
Because when we see x, we are going to put 10, né? So therefore it's going to be 6 multiplied 10. which will get 60, eh?
Yes.
Add 5,
65.
65. So therefore we say that this one is true. So I want you to just quickly refresh your mind with this classwork. And don't forget that we have a homework that is reserved for you. Towards the end of the lesson, I'm going to give you the homework. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Not the password.
Yes.
Not the password.
Okay, John. Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much. Yeah, let me remove this. Let me write it here. Password. 2809 2021. So therefore, the topic still about this is algebraic equation. Algebraic equation. So there's something that is missing here. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, we're just going to use it. The other one, the number 1 says select the number from the brackets. And that is the solution. The equation. Number A, we have 8 and x equals to 17. 4 plus 7, 9, 11. Number B. Number B, we have 6y add 3 equals 50. 2, 3, 6. Number C is 5c equals to negative 50, negative 10, or negative 10, and 45 is. Yeah, you can try that one. Yeah, and now let me check what is missing in the paper. Eh? Yeah. Try that one. Eh? Yeah, because it's easy. Eh? You just need a few minutes to complete it. Eh? Yeah, here it is. Number 2. Substitutes x equals to 2 and y equals to negative 3 into this expression. So we have A, which is y to the power 3. We have B, which is x squared divided by 12. We have C, which is 3 y squared and x to the power 2. Yeah, just to complete that. Let me just delete this one because we are done with this one. I want so that we can have enough space to do our thing. Yeah. Yeah, you are done here, eh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to give you a few minutes for you to be to complete that, because for now we're left with a few things to do. Yeah? We're just left to factorize and additive and multiplicative inverses. Then after that, we will be done for today. So now just complete this. Just quickly complete this. And I'll just walk around to see whether I'm doing correct things or not. So when we're done, can you please open your DBE book? Inside the DBE book, I want to give you a reminder of the DBE book because some of the aspects that you completed are there in your DBE book. As your homework, on your DBE book, you are going to go to the Roman figure 25 with this paper, where it indicates the algebra. So let's go to this page. Yeah, you write the date there. When you see the date on number 26, Roman figure 26, you write the date there to say today is 28 September. So you're going to do Roman figure 26, 27, and 28 and 29. So tomorrow when you come back, you're going to submit this. Because I want to use these papers to practice what we have learned today. So just quickly indicate those dates. It's 28, and remember it's 4 papers, 4 pages that you are going to complete. So tomorrow when you come back, we're going to start with them. So did you get the page? The page Roman figure 26. This one, open algebra. Yeah? XXVI up to XX. It's up to XXVI. It starts from XXIV. Can you see XX is from XXIV up to XXVII.
Yes.
So that is the homework that you are going to complete today in practice for what we do for today. So, yeah, let's go back to the number 1 as a classwork. So on the classwork, it says select the number from the bracket. That is the solution to the equation. Remember, the number that you are going to select must make the equation to be true. For example, 8 adds a number that is unknown to give us 17. What is the number that when you add 8, it gives us 17? 9. It's 9, eh? So 9 is the correct answer because 8 add 9 gives us 17. So let's have decide what is the number that is multiplied 6. When you add 3, it gives us 15. It's 2, ne? 6 multiplied 2, 12. 12 add 3, 15. 2, it makes the equation to be true, ne?
Yes.
Number C. Number C, 5 multiplied 6, we get negative 50. What is the number that can make the statement to be true?
Negative 10.
Negative 10, ne?
Yes.
5 multiplied 10 is 50, ne? And negative, which is the negative 10, which is this one. Again. So now let's go to number 2. And so number 2 we have 3, 1. So what is the value for 1? What is the value for 1?
Negative 3.
That means when we see 3, we are going to put what? When we see 1, we are going to put negative 3. So it's going to be negative 3 cube.
5%.
Okay, 3 cube. What?
Minus 27.
Negative 27. Eh?
Yes.
And B, we have number B. Or anyone can come and do number B. Anyone come and do number B. And anyone can come and do number C. Yeah. Yes, can we come and do number C? Yes, Ephraim. Do number B, ne? And do number C, ne? Yes.
You have a charger.
Yeah?
You have a charger.
I don't have child.
What am I going to do?
Okay, we can stop it.
Stop.
Yes.